Yo, so this is the story about how I got cheated on. So, um, freshman year of college, right? I I met this girl, like beginning of the year, like August, and fast forward, like we, after like a month and a half, we ended up getting in a relationship together, and everything was perfect for like 3 months. So then, I remember this was like it all went downhill in November, like mid-November. So, I told her I find it hard to like emotionally. She said, "Why can't you trust me?" Right? She kept saying, "Why can't you trust me?" I said, "I kind of hard to emotionally connect with you because the stuff you've told me about your past is like, oh, I'm a changed person now, etc., etc., etc." So I'm like, okay. I told her, I had trust issues. It's hard for me to trust people, and from what she's shown me, it's hard for me to trust her. From the behavior that she's done in her past, how she's acted, and basically what she has done has caused me to make it hard for me to trust her, right? Told her that. So I told her, she's like, "Why can't you trust me? Why can't you?" I was like, "Okay, I'll trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you." So, I see her, next time I see her in college, right? It's crazy because she had these guy friends I didn't really know about. This is when everything started really going downhill. That little, what I'm saying, the trusting thing, whatever, that was nothing. That was nothing. Yeah, that was pretty much nothing. We had just talked that out or whatever. That wasn't like nothing for real. So I get back, after classes, college classes, I see her, right? And her I think two of her guy friends had came up, and I dapped her up and started talking to her. They dapped me up, started talking to me because they knew I was her boyfriend. So, I had, I was talking to them, I was filling them out, see what that was on, whatever. So, then when they left, I was like, dang, that was cool. I should have got their snaps. And then you know what she tells me? She's like, "Oh, I can give them their snaps to you." And she's like, "Oh," and she covers her mouth because she knows she said something wrong. She said something wrong. Nova, stop. So then I had, I just looked at her in disappointment because like, why are you asking for? Why are you adding dudes on Snap when you got a boyfriend? And she tries to explain it herself because she saw the way I looked at her. She's like, "Oh, it's nothing like that. They're just friends." Or whatever. She's trying to explain herself. I'm like, okay, I trust you until you give me a reason not to, right? I said that with the straightest face ever. Like, and she's like, okay. So that day, I think me, her, and her, two of her guy friends had hung out at Taco Bell. We went to Taco Bell or whatever. Went back to the school. They went to their final class, and I know it's already sound crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why is your girl trying to hang out with you and her guy friends? You know what I'm saying? So, then get back to school or whatever. And I think after, her class, after she got back to school, after we got back from Taco Bell, she went to class. After her class, me and her had sex in her car. So, after that, then she left. She went to go pick up her sister or whatever. And then Tuesday we didn't see each other, right? Because we had to have class today. So Wednesday I see her, right? And me and her had hung out and with her friends or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? I got in her car. We went to Zaxby's, and the first thing she tells me, she's like, "Oh, I think we should like stop having sex as much because I'm scared of getting pregnant," right? I'm like, okay, that's understandable, right? Even though we've been being safe, even though we've been having sex, like nothing but sex the whole time, right? And she says that, and I'm like, okay, that's understandable. So that same day, I think we go from Zach's, we used to go to the ice cream shop. And this is when all shit goes down. So I see her phone. I see she's snapping like multiple dudes. She has like multiple snap streaks worth like 10 days long, 90 days long, 50 days long, some even 90 days long with like 4 or 5 different dudes. And I'm like the dude at the top, right? So then we get in an argument over that. We go to her car. I'm like, we kind of start arguing about that. We get to her car, and long story short, she didn't like the fact that I didn't want her to have guy friends. I would rather have her female friends. She thought I was trying to control her, basically tell her she can't have friends. But I'm like, nah, the whole 9 yards. We just get in an argument over it. And then she goes talking shit about me to, instead of talking to me, she ends up talking shit to me about to her guy friends. And, yeah. So after that, then she had then I think Thanksgiving break came, and then all of a sudden I noticed she started pulling away from me. She's like, oh, my ex contacted me, etc., etc., etc. He contacted my family in Florida or whatever. If I don't text you in like a week or two, that means like I may not text you for like a week or two or whatever. And so she starts deleting some of our messages, like, you know what I'm saying? Just odd behavior, right? So she starts deleting some of our messages, right? She starts being weird. Then I noticed that I didn't text her for like 2-3 days, and the thing is, she never texted me back. And the whole time I'm thinking she got her phone taken or whatever. And I text her, I'm like, what's up, you good? She's like, yeah. I'm like, anything happened? She's like, no. Like, you still got your phone? They tried to take it? She's like, oh, they didn't try to take my phone. So she basically was just like ignoring me, and she was just being very distant, trying to basically like, I feel like she was trying to end the relationship. So we end up getting back to school after Thanksgiving break. I think it's like December 1st that we get back. And no, I think it's like December. It's early December that we get back. Maybe like December. I think it was December 8th that we got back. It don't matter, but December we get back, and she's basically like dodging me. Like, I asked her, she's at the school, she's not even responding. I asked her, like, you know, what's going on? Is she good? She's not even like responding to me. I end up seeing her in our regular hangout spot, you know what I'm saying? I go in there, and she's just sitting there chilling, like listening to music, like dancing or whatever. And then I said something to her friends or whatever. I told her, like, she was just being very awkward, very dodgy, like trying to basically avoid me. Like she was trying to end the relationship without actually breaking up with me, and just trying to like disappear. And being very distant, being very cold, completely opposite of what she was doing before. And I'm pretty sure after that argument, she cheated on me with a guy. Because she changed up completely. And I think that day, I tried to walk out or whatever, because I noticed she wasn't trying to talk to me. I'm like, can we talk? I texted her, because she was just sitting there, like, ignoring me, basically. I talked to her. I'm like, can we talk? She's like, about what? About us. She's like, oh, I don't really want to talk about anything right now. I kind of just want this month to be over. It's been a year since everything happened with my ex or whatever. I'm like, okay. So I'm about to get up and walk out, because she don't want to talk. I'm not going to force her to talk to me. And she stands up in front of me, like, while I'm walking out, and doesn't let me go, and starts talking. So I'm like, what are you doing? I'm thinking you're, like, completely trying to, like, ghost me. You're literally just being distant and not talking to me. Like, and she's like, oh, because I wasn't trying to be a burden. I was crying a lot, and I don't want you to see me crying. She was bullshitting. She starts crocodile tears, you know. And she says this to me, and I'm like, okay, so I'm like, why don't you communicate these things with me or whatever? Like, she's like, oh, I didn't want to be a burden or whatever. I'm like, okay. So we talked back and forth a little bit. She's like, I just want this month to be over. I just been spending time with family, etc., etc., etc. I'm like, okay. So, I remembered that before the relationship ended, right? Before Thanksgiving break, I remember she was saying that she was someday, like, we would hang out usually after class at 10, after college classes, and then she would basically like say, oh, she had to go pick up her dad to get lunch with him. I'm like, okay, that's weird, because the entire year that never happened, right? So she did that like 2 times in the week or whatever, and then never did it again though. And then that picks back up to where I had, the next time I saw her after that was, got friends, Taco Bell, then Zaxby's to the ice cream shopping that day, like that on the next day after that, next time I saw her, that same week, and then back to where we are now, after the break, after the argument in the car. So I'm talking to her outside, and I tell her, like, hey, I don't think we should pursue anything long-term together. Like, because I don't think you're ready for a relationship. I'm ready for a serious relationship. I'm ready to commit to someone, and I don't think you're ready for a serious relationship. And she's like, maybe I'm not, and after she's done crying and basically making up bullshit, she's like, maybe I'm not, or whatever, yada, yada, yada. So basically we agree to be, friends with benefits. So, then we end up becoming friends with benefits, and my dumbass, like 4 days in, was like, try to go back to her, and she didn't accept me back after I broke up with her to be friends with benefits. And now I'm pretty sure she went to someone else, that whoever she was cheating on me with. What I think happened was, whenever she was meeting up with her dad, I think she was meeting up with a guy, actually, and I think she did stuff with that. She cheated on me 100%. And whenever she was trying to like break things off with me, that was her trying to like get rid of me and go with that guy. But I broke up with her, so she just went with the guy instead. And then after I tried to get back with her, she was like, nah, I'm not getting back with you. Because she's like, can I think about it? After I told her that. And that's just how it went. And now I was about to block her off. I tried to say, I told her I wish her the best in life, because it's obvious she don't want to be with me, etc. I'm fucking disappointed in myself for trying to get back with her in the first place. I'm glad she didn't get back together with me, because she cheated on me 100%. But the fucking dude that she was seeing, that was AKA her dad, and after she told me, I think we should stop having as much sex, I think she was having sex with some dude, and she was cheating on me, and then she lied and said it was her dad. I think that conversation did happen with her dad, but her dad probably told her that at home or something. Like, she didn't actually beat up with her dad for lunch, because she never fucking did that shit. That was some new shit. And from times to where like where I tried to kiss her and she wasn't even kissing me back, she would just like smile while I was kissing her, and she would just like peck me back, and like she would just everything was just off from what I could tell. What I think happened was, I think after that argument we had about her guy friends, she felt like she was being controlled. I think she cheated on me after that one fucking argument. She sexually cheated on me. She was emotionally cheating on me by texting other guys, and I was already going to break up with her. But after that one argument, I'm pretty sure she cheated on me with another guy, bro. I'm pretty sure she cheated on me with another guy, because she completely switched up after that argument. She talked shit about me to her guy friends. She probably fucked one of her guy friends or whatever. She cheated on me 100% after that argument. She tried to get rid of me by being distant, and made up a lie when she had her phone the whole time, and lied and said, oh, hey, if I don't text you for 2 weeks, etc., etc., etc. Had her home the whole time, was basically trying to ghost me. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to ghost me. And I saw through that shit. And I just broke up with her, and it allowed her to basically just go with that dude or whatever. And now we don't talk now we don't even talk anymore. She tried to call me, be cool with me or whatever. And you know what I mean? She trying to be cool with me, but I could tell that she cheated. Like, after, like, you know, my emotions not involved no more, she 100% cheated on me. And now I don't even want to give her the satisfaction of just, like, calling me from time to time, just check on me. And you know what's crazy? Whenever she called me, I didn't call her, she called me when she got off work, after all this shit went down or whatever. And she was like, because I kind of, when we were friends with benefits, and I told her I want to get back together. And she said, I don't know, I have to think about it. I gave her space, and then she started playing fucking games. I'm not finna play these fucking games. I don't move like that. And then she didn't respond. And then I ended up messaging her, hey, I wish you the best in life, because I may lose this number, I never talk to you again. So then she messaged me back like a day or two later saying, oh, sorry, I think it's best if this is when it officially ends. And this is like January. So then she's like, hey, I think it's best if we move on from each other. It was hard for me to let go of you, but I think I'm not really giving you what you need. And she's like, oh, with work and school and etc., yada, yada, yada. What I think happened was that she cheated on me after that argument, right? It lines up too perfectly. She cheated on me. What I believe 100% happened was she 100% cheated on me with somebody at her job or whatever, some dude that she met at the mall, because she works at a mall. She cheated on me with them. She was already meeting with them. She cheated on me with them, and then she tried to get rid of me, because you can't tell me if a girl is calling you every single night to, like, you know, FaceTime and always being all over, and all of a sudden she just stops. You think she's not doing it to somebody else? She 100% has somebody else she's talking to. That attention doesn't disappear. It transfers somewhere else. So she probably was talking to this dude or whatever. She was trying to get rid of me. She was trying to ghost me without actually officially breaking up with me and just go on to him. I broke up with her. It all went down how it went down. Ended off with her saying, I think it's best if we move on from each other. I'm like, okay, can't change your mind. I respect your decision. She finally made a decision. Like, okay. And then she just, after that, I'm trying to say, hey, bye. So, like, I wish you the best in life. Wish you the best in life. I'm just trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, say goodbye. And she's still trying to talk to me. She's still trying to, like, talk to me. And now it's kind of the situation where I know where she wants to still talk to me. We're on the phone. We're talking about getting drinks together or whatever. And she 100% is for the streets. She is for the streets because she, from what I understand, if me and this girl was alone again, she'd 100% have sex with me again. Because we did some stuff on FaceTime after we broke up too. I'm not going to disclose what happens on FaceTime stays on FaceTime, but we basically had phone sex. She would, if, like, I hung out with her again and we were alone, she would 100% have sex with me again. And whenever she, you know, the final phone call, after everything, she was like, she's pretty sure she's trying to still stay in contact. She's like, oh, I still, you know, stay in contact with my ex too. And I talked to him. She tells me this after, obviously, we break up. Because she's fucking cheated on me. Even talking to an ex still is cheating, in my opinion. She's like, I still, you know, we catch up on life. We talk from time to time. I still talk to my ex too. I'm like, are you fucking serious? In the back of my head, I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I'm just talking to her on the phone. I'm like, I don't really care what happened at this point. We get together, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care what happens, like, because I can't change her decision or whatever. She's just talking. And, you know, that's just how it ended. But I know 100% if we were to hang out again, we just have sex again, if we were alone. With that to conclude, that's the story how I got cheated on and didn't know I got cheated on 100% until after words. That concludes the story. And like they always say, man, she belonged to the streets. From the streets she shall emerge, to the streets she shall return. Amen.